Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most pressing security challenges of modern warfare, the rise of armed drones and how the Philippine Army is preparing to face them head-on. From recent exercises with the US Marine Corps to quiet but deliberate steps in modernization, the Army is stepping into the future of combat readiness. Stay tuned, but before we dive in, we must keep in mind that a stronger Philippines is built not just through military strength, but through good governance, fighting corruption, rejecting political fanaticism, and combating misinformation. The battlefield has evolved. Gone are the days when only boots on the ground and tanks rolling into cities dictated the outcome of wars. Today, the buzz of a small, almost invisible aircraft could signal the beginning of a devastating strike. Welcome to the era of drone warfare. The Ukraine-Russia conflict has demonstrated the effectiveness of drones in reconnaissance, strike missions, and electronic warfare. Cheap commercial drones can drop grenades. Larger military drones like the Bayraktar TB2 or Shahid 136 loitering munitions can decimate armored vehicles and artillery positions. Even non-state actors like militias and terrorist groups have used modified drones in combat and terrorist attacks. It's not just a threat in Europe or the Middle East anymore. The Philippines, as a frontline state in regional geopolitics and internal security, knows it can't afford to be left behind. In a recent statement, Army spokesperson Colonel Louis Di Maala made it clear the Philippine Army is actively studying and preparing for modern threats, particularly drones. He confirmed that counter-drone operations are a key part of the Army's modernization roadmap. However, for security reasons, he declined to provide specific details about the systems being evaluated or acquired. This kind of strategic ambiguity is common in military circles, especially when it involves electronic warfare or high-tech defense systems. But what we do know is that the Philippine Army is learning from the best. During recent joint exercises with the United States, the Philippine Army had the opportunity to witness and train alongside one of the US Marine Corps' most advanced anti-drone systems, MADIS, the Marine Air Defense Integrated System. MADIS is a mobile, vehicle-mounted air defense platform capable of detecting, tracking, and neutralizing drones and low-flying aircraft. It uses radar, electro-optical sensors, and radio frequency jammers to disable drones mid-flight. These systems have proven effective in real-world situations, including in the Middle East, where drone attacks on US assets have been intercepted. This kind of hands-on exposure is invaluable for the Philippine Army, not just for tactics, but for knowing what capabilities to prioritize in future acquisitions. So what are the possible systems the Army could be eyeing to counter the drone threat? While nothing is confirmed, defense watchers have a few ideas. Possibilities include 1. Electronic warfare systems, man-portable or vehicle-mounted jammers that disrupt drone GPS and communication links. Could come from countries like Israel, Turkey, South Korea, or even NATO standard systems. 2. Laser and directed energy weapons. Some countries are experimenting with low-cost laser systems that can burn out drones mid-air. These are still emerging technologies, but are rapidly becoming more accessible. 3. Hard kill solutions. Short-range anti-aircraft guns with advanced targeting systems. Could include systems like the CUES variant of the Rainmetal Skynex or similar turret systems. 4. Drone-on-drone systems. Some militaries are now using interceptor drones to disable or crash into enemy UAVs mid-air. There's also a growing push within the Philippine defense community to tap into local innovation, encouraging homegrown defense startups to contribute to indigenous counter-UAS technology. The Army's modernization is no longer about just better rifles and heavier armor. It's about cross-domain operations. Cyber, electronic warfare, space, and airspace are now part of the new battlefield. Being cross-domain capable means that the Army is training to integrate all these elements into operations. Imagine a future where a platoon of soldiers has an anti-drone radar truck in the rear, a jamming squad in the field, and loitering munitions ready to launch for offensive strikes. That's what the Philippine Army is slowly working towards. With tensions rising in the Indo-Pacific, particularly in the West Philippine Sea, drone warfare will likely play a key role in surveillance, deterrence, and combat. China's extensive use of drones around disputed territories has already been reported. Surveillance drones from Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels are common sights in disputed areas. Equipping the Philippine Army with proper drone defenses will also enhance its deterrent posture. Whether it's internal insurgencies or external threats in the maritime domain, the ability to defend against drones gives the Army a strategic edge. The war of tomorrow is already here, silent, fast, and flying just above our heads. The Philippine Army knows this and is taking steps, quietly but surely, to adapt. From joint exercises with advanced allies to homegrown modernization programs, the path forward is clear. Prepare for the drones, prepare for the future. Another crucial factor is the Philippine Army's collaboration with academic institutions and civilian tech sectors. In recent years, the Department of National Defense and the Department of Science and Technology have been funding research projects focused on drone detection, radar systems, and even locally produced jamming technologies. This shows a whole-of-nation approach to defense, combining military needs with local expertise to build long-term, self-reliant capabilities. And it's not just about buying equipment. It's about doctrine, training, and interoperability. The ability to quickly detect, identify, and neutralize aerial threats must be embedded into Army operations at all levels, from the infantry up to high command. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Philippine defense and regional security. Let us know in the comments, what counter-drone tech do you think the Philippine Army should acquire? Until next time, stay alive.